What's going on, guys? I appreciate those of you that were hanging out patiently for the live stream start. For those of you that are going to watch the replay, glad you came check me out. Just been in a live streaming mood lately because I stayed up so ridiculously late for Wrestle Kingdom 17 last night. I woke up much later than I would have liked to. I went to bed at like 5 in the morning, so there was no going to the gym at like 11 o'clock like I normally do. So my legs are super sore anyways. So it's not the end of the world to take a day off from the gym. They're good here and there. So I appreciate all of you being here. I see we've got a few people already in the first minute. What's going on, everybody? We'll wait another minute or so, get a few more people. Well, that jumped up quickly. We'll wait another minute before we do Sin of the Day. Again, thank you for everybody that's got notifications turned on or maybe saw it where on a different platform where I shared that this was going to be happening. We'll do about an hour, Don't have any plans for anybody in particular to stop by. Dave Cowley requested to be on today. I haven't sent him the link yet. We'll see if he shows up, and then maybe I'll send him the link then. Who knows? And so I appreciate everybody. Hey, bro, at the gym for work, so I wanted to drop in and say hi. Leg day. Yeah, leg day was for me yesterday, for sure. Glad I could make this live. Been under the weather lately. Well, Lewis, I hope you get to feeling better. Sound is working. See, that it happens from time to time. It's kind of strange. So we got a little over 40 people in the first 50 people in the first minute, 58 seconds. So I am rocking Moustache Eau de Parfum from Rochas. What are you guys rocking today? I don't need many sprays. I just got 4 sprays around the neck. I tried my best to be as strategic as I could to not spray the beanie because I did want to wear the beanie because the beanie just goes so well with this hoodie. I actually bought them together when I was in Louisiana. This is so good. Wife told me I smelled very, very good today. And we do have a few fragrances we're going to highlight. That's just not just a title to get people to click. We're definitely going to discuss a few that I'm excited about to wear in 2023. A few of these, 3 of these 4 are very new to the collection, and one I've had for about 6 months. So what are you guys rocking? Let me know down below. Zaharoff Wanted Jaguar Classic. Lilabo Iris 39. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. F Black. We got a lot of good stuff. Let's see. Rocking Evening Mystique today. I mean, something special. You know what I'm saying? I actually have it within arm's reach today. I made sure to put it over here just in case it came up, and right off the bat, it came up. Appreciate you, Ethan. Scroll back down. Tarathi Brown, dupe of Tuxedo. Great stuff. Wearing Ego East today from Chanel. This is the day. Adidas Deep Energy. There you go. They're decent bargain fragrances, They're not terrible. Amouage Interlude Black Iris, Eros EDP, Cripple Creek, Creed Royal Oud, RXL coming out with the big guns. It's one of the best from Creed for sure. Supremacy Not Only Intense. That's one of the fragrances we're going to be discussing here in this live stream. Tarathi Blue. I do plan on getting that at some point. We got 70 people in the first less than 4 minutes. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like. We have less than half likes to active viewer ratio. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I appreciate you. Bond number 9, I Love New York. Never tried it. Not familiar. Ray is rocking Evening Mystique. Resins seem to calm down on the second wearing, which is a good thing for me. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, I get a lot of the resins and mainly the incense. Incense really pops on my skin, as I've told you guys many times. Carolina Herrera Bad Boy. Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt. Scent of the day is Mercedes-Benz Select Night. I still haven't got around to that one. CK1 Shock on my sweatshirt. Working from home. Plan to try Gold Elixir this evening. Code plus 1 million according to Neeb. There you go. Shout outs to Neeb if you happen to see this. Burst Instinct Blue. Should have sprayed heavier. Yeah, it doesn't stay long, but boy, I love how that one smells. That's my favorite gym fragrance. Great interview with Kevin at Oligarch. Thank you so much. We actually did that a while ago. Like it was, Evening Mystique wasn't even out yet. We did that back in November. That's how long ago we did that. It was a while ago. That was a few pounds ago. The beard was a little thicker. I trimmed it not that long ago. That was when it was in the stage of growing because I let it get to about here before I trimmed it this time. I'm not doing I did the big giant beard one time and that's good for me. I'll never do it again. It doesn't really frame my face too well. I mean, it looks cool, but it makes my head look bigger than it actually is. So I'll never do the giant beard again. I'll keep about as long as I like it, where it's kind of, light on the sides and goes into it. It's nice and groomed this way. Tonka Cola. I've heard mixed emotions about that one from a few people. My bottle of Assad came in today, and somehow the box was okay, but the bottle was cracked. Damn. So making sense. 4.0 elixir. Excellent choice. That's kind of strange that it was cracked. I decided to do a cheapie since I'm working from home. One of my favorite cheapies. CK1 Shock, some good stuff. Amber Oud Rouge. Excellent, excellent, excellent choice. BR540 clone. Polo Supreme Oud. I want to try. I've put off doing it for years, and now they're so expensive and so hard to get. But all the Supreme fragrances from Polo, Supreme Leather, Supreme Oud, Supreme Cashmere, the Cashmere one. I wanted to try all of them. We got a little over 80 people in 5 minutes. That's amazing. I appreciate you guys come and hang out. Make sure to drop your scent of the day down below. For those of you just jumping on, I'm rocking Moustache Eau de Parfum. Wife's really digging my sillage today. I'm really digging my sillage today. Put that to the side. Let's catch up on a few more. Here you mentioned Angelica Root is almost Play-Doh smell. Makes so much sense. I get it. And it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. When mixed with heavy amber, it's really pronounced, which is why you get so much of that smell in Prada Lune Rosa Black. But you just get a little hit of it in the top with Evening Mystique. Et Sauvage Elixir, great clone. Boy, I said, what up, though? What up, though? What's going on, Mikey? How are you? Hope your leg's feeling okay today, my man. It's warm out, so I went with Sydney Rock Pool. Never heard of that. Sandy says, Creed Royal Oud, you and RXL are matching today. RXL's wearing that too. Al-Bashik from Nabil. It arrived today. Can't say I like it. Okay. A letdown. Sorry to hear that, man. That's the dice we roll when we blind buy. Lance, what's going on, my man? Paisley Sky. Haven't wore that in a long time. That's a good one. Hello, Ross. Hello, everyone. I got a sample from Juan. Shout outs to Juan. Great service, fast shipping, and bottles were carefully packaged. Great seller. I love Evening Mystique. Great fragrance. So a great review for Juan for fatboyfragrance.com for anybody that is interested in getting a decant, multiple sizes, of course, from Fatboy Fragrance. If you want to try before you buy a bottle, code Z15 will save you 15% with Juan. He is officially endorsed by myself and George Zaharoff as the spot to sample the Zed Creator Collection before you if you don't want to blind buy anyways. You know what I mean? So, appreciate the comment, though. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Sauvage Parfum, silky smooth masterpiece. That gets such mixed reviews, and it's still my favorite. It never leaves my rotation table. I'm looking at the bottle right now. It's on the back right corner, standing tall because it's a 200 ml bottle. Svengali. Hey, everyone, code EDP. That's become my favorite of the code line for sure. Mark's in the house. What's going on, my man? Listening in the background while I pretend to work. YSLY live for you. Okay. I see you. Or like Reaper says, I see you. All right. Aussie Fragrance. I see you. Shout outs to Whiskey Reaper. That's a good one. That's a damn good one. It's my wife's favorite in the Y line for sure. Coffee and whiskey. No, I haven't seen anything about that. We have a Rushy Rush sighting. Chad still has my bottle of Moustache, LOL. So shout outs to A Gentleman's Journey for being a thief with his best friend. Shout outs to Chad. Anybody that doesn't know who Chad is, you must be new here. You must be new to this community. But good to see you, Rush. Glad you're able to come by. Scent of the day, Second Soul. Was going to wear Evening Mystique, but I broke my decant of. Oh, damn. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Second Soul's great, though. It's a great fragrance. Brute. Timbo Slice. I like that name. Happy New Year's to you as well, Nosy. I haven't seen you in a while. Glad you could stop by. Can't beat it, Timbo Slice with the wink. Who dat? Exactly. Exactly. Surprisingly, we beat the Eagles. I know they didn't have Jalen Hurts, but still. Happy to hear you rocking Alexandria. Glad you like it. Glad you got it okay. Who here thinks Enclave is one of the best releases from Amouage? Me. I got to be strategic when I wear it because it literally overwhelms at any spray level, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. At any spray level, if I'm going to get in the car with my wife, it's too much for her. I love how it smells. It's just on my skin. It's so overwhelmingly strong in the first 2 to 3 hours. She just can't take it. It like burns her eyes and stuff. Like, so I hardly ever get to wear it. I have to be super strategic when I know I'm not going to be around her for much. That's when I can wear it. But I think it's one of their best releases ever. It's great. Ministry of Oud Greatest. I still haven't wore that since I got it. I have so many new toys, as I like to call them, to play with that I haven't gotten around to it yet. Galloway's a good one. Trollman Fu, another fantastic profile name. RXL says, now the Creed Royal Oud is available on FragranceNet, and I have a backup bottle coming. I can spray my 30 ml freely. There you go. Yeah, that's one of the best ones. It's one of Justin's favorites too. Hulk likes to smell good. Well, thank you for letting us know, Hulk. Angelic root used in cooking teas and wanted to make a frag with it as well sometimes. I love sniffing my bag of it. That sounds a little off. Hey, teach their own. Nosy saying Happy New Year's to Mike. Gentleman EDP, Reserve Privé. Excellent choice. He said, where the F you been, bro? Yeah, I haven't seen Nosy in a while. I haven't seen him on Joey's streams or anything in a while. Glad to have you back. We have made it to the bottom. Sin of the day from Lithium was Lalique Pour Homme Equus. It's time for you to delve into Lalique a bit more. A bit more. I would have to be quite a bit because outside of the Encre Noir line, I haven't tried anything else. Greetings and good night as it's midnight here. Got to get up for work in like 5 hours. Well, I appreciate you coming to show some love and say hello. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, do me a real quick favor and hit that thumbs up. We've only got 48 likes, slightly over half of our viewers. Let's get those likes up, guys. But Lithium, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Those of you that don't know, Lithium's been with me pretty much since the beginning of the channel. He's been around for a long time. Smelling like Le Lion. There we go, Chanel Le Lion. I've still never tried that one. Coffee and whiskey is good. So let's dive into the topic now that we finally got to the bottom. I think we will start with what I was spraying on my arm yesterday that I'm so glad I have a bottle of now. It's going to go in the rotation in the next few days. But Paul Gaultier's Le Male Le Parfum. I know it's not not necessarily everything in here is a brand new release. This is just stuff I'm really excited about having and being able to wear into the new year, which ties into the title of this video. This stuff is so damn good. If you like Iris, man, God, it's so good. I stand by the statement I made yesterday about this, with it being, God, this smells so good, with it being one of the best designer Iris fragrances to have come out ever. I really, really love this. It's nice, warm, spicy, powdery, sweet, a little waxy and lipsticky, but not too much. I like this better than Code Parfum. I do. Look, Code Parfum was a great release last year. I do really like it. I gave it like an 8 out of 10 or something. It's great fragrance. But this one's a tick better. This one's like an 8.5, possibly even 9. I'm going to do a full review. I did a first impressions video with the decant that I have earlier last year. And now that I have a bottle and I'm able to spend a little bit more time with it, because I could have did a review with the decant, but I said in that video, I will get a bottle of this. I'm going to wait till I get a bottle to do a review. And now that I have it, I will be doing a full review probably in the next week, probably after this next wearing. I love this stuff, guys. If you've tried this before and you feel the same way, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious because for me personally, this is going to be one of the best to start this year with. I'm super, super happy I have a bottle of this. Oh, got plenty of these. Okay. Comments started piling in. Okay. If I recall, I haven't tried it, so I don't know. I do have Carlisle. I sure do. I haven't wore that in a long ass time. Hit the like button. Troll Man Fu knows what's up. That's what I'm talking about. I'm off Odyssey Homme White Edition. Okay. Hey, Ross, have you tried Bubble Bath from Replica? I have not. I have not. There's a bunch of them that have come out in the last 2 years that I haven't tried yet. Yeah, that Le Male Le Parfum still on my hit list. I am so glad to have this. I'm knocking out more of the Le Male flankers or Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrances that I want. I have Le Beau coming, the 2019 rendition. I'm going to get really soon a bottle of Le Beau Le Parfum as well. And I'm going to get the original Le Beau at some point. The white bottle like this that's in the Le Male bottle. God, it's so good. But this is a really, really good fragrance. I'm so happy to have that going into the year. Le Male Le Parfum, let's see, is fantastic. I totally agree. Thank you, South Florida Sense. I love hearing the stuff about it because, like I said, you'd have to not like Iris to like this one, I think, because there's spices, there's sweetness, there's a couple different things going on. There's a little woody tone, a little ambery and warm, but it's mainly centered around the Iris. You know, it's just such a good fragrance. Montrese, what's up, big dog? Glad you could stop by. We're up to 95 people with 59 likes. We're getting there. Hit that thumbs up, guys. 9 p.m. beats all. 9 p.m. is definitely some really good stuff. I like it better than Ultra Male. Speaking of Le Male flankers, I have Ultra Male. I really like Ultra Male, but I like 9 p.m. more. $5 super chat from Sean Conley. I appreciate you wearing Mossy Into Me. First watermelon I've liked. Any other good watermelon frags? Not that are on that quality level. That's all about watermelon, ginger, and woods for me. Soft woods. That is a fantastic, versatile freshie. for sure. A lot of juiciness to that watermelon. There's some bergamot and a couple other things at the top. I think lemon as well. But the watermelon definitely stands out. I don't know, outside of some synthetic ones like Kenneth Cole Reaction doesn't last worth a crap, and it's synthetic, but damn, it smells like spraying a watermelon Jolly Rancher on you. That's a really good one. If you're okay with like 2 hours of longevity, you can bathe in it. It's great for super high heat, great gym fragrance, great refresher out the shower. But if you're looking to go through your day with it, you're going to have to keep it with you and spray it about every 2 hours. For me, anyways, is about every 2 hours. I've heard people say even less performance than that, but that's the one that comes to mind. We just eclipsed 100 people in 16 minutes. That is impressive. I appreciate you guys. Again, 65 likes. Let's hit that like button for those of you coming in. Rush says, I like waxy and lipsticky. I do as well. The designer irises is where it started for me. Eventually, I got into the niche irises, which is a little bit more earthy, a little less powdery, a little bit more vegetal in some ways. But I like every variation of iris. I like the soapy irises, the makeup bag lipstick smelling ones like Rush is talking about, which this has a little bit of that going on. Not quite as much as Dior Homme Intense that I wore 2 days ago, but close for sure. Love iris and fragrances. Me too, Montrese. Let's see. Le Male Parfum. Tried it at Macy's. Took it home right after. It is that damn good. We'll catch up on some more comments and we'll move on to the next fragrance. I personally have it about Most Wanted Parfum, Y Parfum, and Code Parfum. All good fragrances. Y Le Parfum. I have my decant right here. That's one of the ones on the list, on the wish list. For those of you that saw that live stream, the 2023 wish list, I'm going to get a bottle of that this year, 60 ml. I think I shared live with you the other day. Yeah, like Alan said, hit the like button. What's going on, Alan? I'm glad you're here. Love Code Parfum. Oh, that other dude said hit the like button. Now I look lame. No, not at all. You look supportive, my friend. You look very supportive. Working on a new gig, which requires probation and hours that are not really conducive to a social life. I miss the community, though, and we miss you, man. I'm glad you're able to spare a few minutes of your day. I understand getting busy and not being able to do some of these things. You know, social media is not the most important thing in the world. I totally get that, but I'm glad you could spare some time today and come hang out with us for a little bit. I haven't tried that. If it's better than Code Parfum, I got to try it. Now, this is my opinion. There's some people watching right now that'll probably disagree with me, but I would try both and see which one you like more. You might love both and want to get both, you know, but they are kind of redundant to one another. I did a video on Nathan's channel, Paragon Fragrance, and when he put this on a test strip, I thought it might have been Code Parfum. And that's actually the video I'm debating on doing, is this versus Code Parfum, because you really don't need both. They're close in many ways. Granted, this is much more spicy, but you don't need both. You could just pick one for sure. I think that would make a great video. Still waiting for Ross to come visit all us frag heads in Toronto. Might be a while. Might be a little while. I can't make any promises. The world has to stop being goofy, you know? And travel has just been something in the last year or so. Travel prices are just out friggin' rageous. Whiskey Reaper wanted to make sure to let everybody know that he's a big baby. So shout out to Whiskey Reaper. And yes, we do suck. And the Dolphins aren't going to go anywhere with or without Tua. They're just going to be regular season darlings. So right back at you. Shout outs to Reaper. Le Male Parfum caused me to abandon my hunt for Luna Rossa Sport. Oh, this is way better than Luna Rossa Sport. Luna Rossa Sport's more like regular Le Male, honestly. And if we're being, if we're being straight up with each other, I like that better than Le Male. That's why I don't have a bottle of Le Male. When I get in the mood for that scent profile, I'll just wear Prada Luna Rossa Sport, which isn't often. It'll be between that and Le Male Summer 2013, which is just Le Male, but a little bit fresher. So if I get in the mood for Le Male's DNA, I go with one of those two. Even for nostalgic purposes, I don't need to get a bottle of Le Male. I had one years ago. I had a 40 ml long time ago. It's great stuff. Love that. It's an all-time great. I just don't have a need for it. I don't have it, not buying it because it lasts 2 hours. Don't need it. 10-4. Any good budget vanilla fruity fragrances that are still masculine? Off the top of my head, fruity and vanilla? I have to ponder on that one for a little bit because nothing comes to mind specifically. Can't wait to get my nose on cherry smoking electric cherry from Tom Ford. Bond number 9, Lafayette Street. It's a good one. I've only tried it once, though. 125 people. I appreciate you guys. 76 likes. We can get to 100. I believe in you guys. We can get to 100 likes. We have more viewers, way more than enough viewers to do so. Armani Code EDP would be redundant to me because Le Male Parfum does it better. Not a clone, but I get some similarities. So Code EDP doesn't even have the iris. Code Parfum has the iris for sure. The EDP is mainly a little bit of fresh spice and a lot of tonka bean. That specific thumbprint they have, that tonka bean absolute. Have you found anything similar to 1 million Privé? I've been looking for years. Not really. I would say if you can find a bottle in the $100 range, just get 1 million Privé. It's that good. I came across 250 mLs at Marshall's years ago when I was in Texas, and I'm so glad I bought both of them. Granted, I may never even open the other 50 ml, but I got it just in case. I have it in case I need it. RS, what's going on, my man? 2023 is going to be good. Cheers from Toronto. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Montrese. Thoughts on red tobacco? I just did a full review of less than a week ago. If you want to check that out to really hear my thoughts and dive a little bit deeper, I'd appreciate you checking that video out. That would definitely answer your question a lot better than I can right now. I mean, I don't want to go into a 8 to 10 minute review, whereas right there, it's already recorded and ready for you. But it is absolutely phenomenal, Stacy. I will say that much. It's phenomenal, and it's polarizing and not a safe blind buy. But it's special. It's a very special fragrance. Just got back from checking my Amazon box. Got Latafa Assad, Missoni Parfum. At first smell, I am happy. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad you're happy with your purchases. It's grown on me a bit. I wasn't too thrilled. I have the little 10 ml mini bottle that you unscrew the cap, and it's a dabber style. And then I had a 2 ml decant that Michael Dinsmore made for me years ago when it had just came out, or very beginning of 2020. And it was disappointing because I'm such an Iris fan. But if you like soft woods and ISO-y super, because there's a lot of ISO-y super on my skin, that was the thing that kind of turned me off. The opening's really good. But when it gets into the dry down, it's just an ISO-y super bomb on my skin. The cashmere wood kind of fades a little bit. So I gotta spend some more time with it, but it has grown on me. I've been debating on buying a tester bottle from a few different places. Like perfumeonline.ca, they have 100 ml testers. Been debating on it because I hate the dabber. I hate the dabber style bottle, but it's cool looking. It's a nice little collectible. In fact, it's it right here. Little 10 ml. Bust it out and show you in case you've never seen it. There's actually people that collect these mini bottles. It's kind of funny. So here you go. 10 ml mini bottle of Dior Homme 2020. So that's it. Unscrews and the stem's a dabber. Which hell, let's put it on my hand while we're at it. Got it out. Why the hell not? I hate dabber style because it doesn't open the fragrance up by not atomizing it. See, that's nice. A little bit of citrus and some woods. It's a nice opening. It really is. It's just the dry down's always kind of been weird on me. Yeah, it's beautiful, mass appealing wood fragrance, woody aromatic. You know, I have not tried that. I've heard that though. I've heard of that one. Juicebox Feel and Chill. I don't know if I've ever tried it. I have a discovery set from them, and I don't know if I've tried like 5 or 6 fragrances from them. I don't think that's one I've tried. Black Powder is really good. Strange, but really good. 14-Hour Dream is good. Green Bubble makes me a little nauseous, the marijuana fragrance, so I don't like that one. I don't advise that one. Live Up to Your Namesake. There we go. D. Da Vinci. Hello Live 80 times this year. Love it. Well, we're only 4 days in, so it's like 3 lives, I think. As far as my channel, I've been on a bunch of live streams. Happy New Year's to you all. I personally enjoy Frank Olivier Blue Touch and Oud Touch. So I heard Blue Touch is kind of like Aqua de Jo. I've been wanting to try Oud Touch though. Swansea Gentlemen's Society coming in 2023. Happy New Year's to you as well, Kevin. What's going on, Doug? Hello, everybody. Let's see. We're up to 136 with 93 likes. Let's get over that 100 like mark. I believe we can do it. Wear them all to the gym. There you go. Not what I would personally do, even the summer flanker that I have, is still stronger than I would like for the gym. I could maybe 2-spray it. I do smell La Male at the gym from time to time. I smell Eros. I smell Baccarat Rouge. I smell all that stuff. I smell Aventus DNA from time to time. What's going on, Andrew? You guy got us, bro. I don't understand the comment. One Click Wonders, sweet spicy recommendations. Oh, there's a ton of those. Ordered Rasasi Hawass based on your review. I always crack up when you do your scent grab and sniff. Yeah, gotta hit that. Keep charging. I enjoy your channel. Thank you so much, One Click Wonders. I appreciate that. As far as sweet and spicy, Stronger With You line, you cannot go wrong with any of them. The original, absolutely, intensely. Leather is my personal favorite. I haven't tried Stronger With You Oud yet. I've heard good things. I think I would enjoy it. Heard it's a little redundant to leather, but I really, really dig leather. Freeze is good. Super underrated. It's more fresh, spicy, and sweet. But that's the line that comes to mind immediately is the Emporio Armani Stronger With You line. That is a bunch of good stuff. Russ says, why Parfum and Ralph's Club? Basically the same fragrance to my nose on them both. That's an interesting take. I'd have to do a side-by-side comparison because I have the original and the newest Parfum flanker, which I haven't wore Ralph's Club Parfum in a while. It's so good. It's not loud. But boy, the scent profile is great. It's a little bit spicier than the original. Interesting take, though. I might have to do a side-by-side, Rush. What's going on, Dino? Captain's in the house. What's going on, my man? Keep up fantastic work. I appreciate you stopping by and showing some love, my man. Thank you. We're 140 people again in less than 30 minutes, man. You guys are the real MVPs. This is 3 days in a row of a pretty large crowd on a random mid-afternoon live stream during the week. I appreciate you guys, seriously. 101 likes. We're getting there, too. That's the ratio's still a little lower than I'd like. I believe in you guys. Hit that thumbs up. Even the trolls that are here watching, hit the thumbs up, you know. Most bond joints are way too expensive and don't last. Boo. So to each their own, they may not jive with you. The oils that they use may not jive with you. That hasn't been my experience with the few Bond Number 9s I have. Like bondnumber9.com and Bleecker Street last really well on me. That's the two that I have full bottles of, which I haven't worn either of those in a minute. I have too many damn fragrances, and I'm constantly getting more. Getting ready to make Armani Code Parfum. There you go. Picked up Legend EDT and Star Walker today. Legend faded so fast. Star Walker. Wow. Star Walker outperformed something? That's rare. Sprayed both wrists. Legend. You sure you didn't get a Nosmic? Because there's a lot more synthetics. Like, I believe it's a strong ambergris or an ambroxan or something. One of these, easy to get your nose wore out type of synthetics that's in Legend. Are you sure you just didn't go nose blind to it? I mean, it's not the strongest fragrance. I get like 5 or 6 hours out of it, but I'm kind of surprised to hear that it faded faster than Star Walker, because Star Walker is weak. Smells amazing, but it's like 2 to 3 hours at best, Surprised to hear that. Prada Luna Rosa Black is some good stuff. I got it's right over there in my stack by Prada. I got Prada and Dolce & Gabbana on that shelf, and Polo. All the Polo stuff that I have from the Polo red and green and blue and all that stuff. And then down below is Guerlain and Dior is that shelf. And then above is all Kajal, Montal, and Mancera is that whole shelf. Parfums de Marly, Raja Dove, and Amouage, plus my MFK stuff. And then right here's more random niche. I got the next shelf down, more random niche. Then I got YSL and stuff like that in the next shelf, more designer stuff. I got shit all over the place. Kevin was going. That's a strong possibility, especially with the added motivation that they have. It was between the two that were in that game for me. It was either Bengals or Bills. I think that'll be the rematch in the AFC Championship, and whoever wins that, I think, is going to win the Super Bowl. I don't think the winner is going to come out the NFC. So I'm with you on that. I could see them doing that for sure, especially with the added motivation now. They're going to be playing for their guy, make the season count. Darren J, what's going on? Got the package today. Expecting the one, but received both. Because of the holiday delay, I figured I'd hook you up with both, man. Thanks. That was awesome. Although I haven't tried the OGs, but these smell great. Thanks again. So Darren was the winner of the last dossier giveaway, and I needed a little bit of extra time to ship because of the holidays and all the traveling I was doing. So it took me about 2 weeks before I could really send it out to him and get to the post office. So I went ahead and gave him both fragrances. as kind of a thank you for your patience and thank you for your support. I hope you enjoy them. I'm glad you like how they smell. Hope you enjoy them, my man. Definitely keep the blinds open, even though they don't get to hang out. Yes, it smells nice. Dior Homme 2020 on my hand, for those of you wondering. It's nice. It's just once it gets into the deeper dry down. Now, this was a couple of years ago. It used to bother me. It was too much Isoe Super. Maybe I can enjoy it more, because the last couple of times I smelled it with Justin, because Justin really enjoys it. It grew on him. Justin usually has it with him when I see him, and he wears it one of the days we're together. So I tend to smell it on Justin pretty often. Like I said, it's grown on me. It smells great on him. 1 million Privé vibes from Spice Bomb Infrared. That's interesting. I don't. I get more of a Red Hot's candy kind of sweet spice. It's very aromatic, very airy. Has anyone tried or owned Blasted Heath from Penhaligon's? I've been trying to hunt down or a sample or a bottle for years. I personally have not. I've never even heard of that specific one from Penhaligon's. That's interesting. 151. So that's 3 days in a row. We eclipsed 150 people. I appreciate you guys. 112 likes. I'm not mad at it. The more likes, the merrier, obviously. What up from Cali? What's going on, big dog? Glad you could stop by. Anyone here have Lattafa Nausea EDP? Oud Nausea, I've tried. It smells like a woodier take of Invictus. Shout outs to Joe. Prayers for DeMar Hamlin, for sure. Prayers for DeMar Hamlin. Abso-freaking-lutely. No, nothing from Gallivant. Haven't tried anything from them. He said, I see you. For those of you that were here earlier when I was doing his voice, I see you. Imagine that voice. There it is. Did the sound go out? I don't know. Did it? Check the feedback. No. Well, audio feedback's fine. Let's see. So I was hyped for 2020. It's so boring. Pretty much molecule with some spices. That's actually a pretty good take. That's a pretty good take. Absolutely. So I'm going to skip ahead. So sorry I had to skip ahead. Rest in peace, Don West. Absolutely big rips, Don West. I met Don West when I was in Louisiana and TNA came to Thibodaux. Me and my friends went to the show, and Don was working the merchandise stand. I talked to Don a few times. I bought a Hulkamania bandana from Don. That was when the era when Hogan and Bischoff were in TNA. It's funny you say that. I met Don. He was cool. So next one we're going to talk about is from Sphinx Fragrances. Muhammad was in here yesterday in the live stream. This is Black Anubis. For those of you that saw my Sphinx video, you know this is my favorite. Come on. Let's get a little. There we go. This is my favorite. Beautiful grapefruit note with some dry woods and spices. It's not real funky oud. It's more of a dry wood smell. So good. There it is. It just blends so well. The grapefruit in here is so juicy. It's fresh, densely warm wood smell with some nice dry spice. I believe it's nutmeg that's in here, I want to say, if I remember correctly. A little bit of an animalic tone, a little leathery feel. This is great. This is the highlight of the house, in my opinion. And I'm glad to have it. I haven't worn it in a few weeks. I wanted to pull it out so I could put it on the rotation table, and within the next few weeks, I'll wear it. I'm happy to have this one. This one's really good. And God, it's covering this airspace. And I've got on Moustache EDP. I've got Dior Homme 2020 on this hand, and I sprayed Le Male Le Parfum a minute ago, and this just overwhelmed all of it. Super strong X straight. I would advise getting a sample of this one specifically. I know a lot of people have been enjoying Tabac Citron Vanilla, I believe is the name of it. One of the green bottles. The green bottle like this, actually, with the plate. That was my least favorite. I haven't spent a ton of time. I got a text. I haven't spent a ton of time with that one. I've spent much more time with this one because this one really spoke to me. If you go to Sphinx Fragrances Instagram, they're doing a bottle giveaway right now. If you're interested in trying to get a bottle, but you can always get carded samples. I want to say they're just a couple of dollars. This is the one. This is the one to try. How many of you have tried this so far? I've been seeing more and more posts. People are starting to get their hands on them. This is so good. God, Muhammad did such a good job on this one. Let me know down below. Have you guys tried this one yet? Let me see what that text was. Nope. It's just a random notification. Nope, I thought it might have been a text from somebody. Same notification. So, all right. What's going on, Hills? How are you? You really do need to try Gallivant. Brooklyn, Tokyo, and a few others are excellent. Noted. Maybe I need to get a discovery set from them because I'm more in decants and discovery sets with niche these days. That's why I was just saying with Sphinx, get a decant. They offer carded samples, actually. I think it's like a 2 ml decant. No, it's still working, yeah. I love Oud Naja. The dry down on the second, I love the dry down. It's this musty suede smell. It's really smoky from that smoke accord. The booze starts to fade a little bit. Love the dry down. Still a little spicy. Love the dry down on Second Soul. Love, love, love. Skels in the house. Happy Skels year. How long are you going to keep that name, Skels? Curious, because you kept Christmas till right before New Year's. So now you got Happy Skels year for New Year's. Oh, I missed Yara's comment, apparently. I had to skip ahead. So shout outs to Yara if you are in here. Usually when you see Hills, you see Yara. Usually when you see Yara, you see Hills. Let's see. First time I met Don West, I was a junior in high school. Then I saw him again when I was in early 20s at a TNA show. Going to miss him. Yeah, early days of TNA in the early mid 2000s. Him and Mike Tenay on commentary. What was this one? Hey, chat, is Dior Homme 2020 redundant when I have Sport 2021? I think Sport 2021 is better. I do. I have a decant of it. I know a lot of people compare it to it, but I think it's superior. I think if you're going to get one of them, I think it's better. I do. That's my opinion. I would get a sample of both. I got my decant from Decant House is the name of it, is where I got my decant of Sport 2021. And I would maybe get a decant from them. You can get 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10 ml, I think. I just got a 2 ml and it was plenty. And I'm going to get a bottle eventually. But I would say that's the better fragrance, in my opinion, of course. Let's see. Any soapy recommendations? Trying to increase that area. There's tons. Tons. Anything that's real lavender heavy is usually pretty soapy. Not always the case, but Prada fragrances, if you want like top tier soapy fragrances, go after Prada. Prada Amber Pour Homme. Prada Luna Rosa was another the original great soapy fragrance. Prada L'Homme Soapy Iris. I would go after Prada. That's the first place I would start because nobody does soapy, especially soapy designers like Prada. Haven't tried it, nor do I plan on it. I feel like I'm going to answer that every single day. I'm going to answer that every day. Any fragrances that got discontinued you feel sad for? None of them. I don't feel sad for them. I mean, it is what it is. There's so many, it's destined to happen. I'm from Houma, 45 minutes southwest of New Orleans. Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. You've got mail. Damn, that was nostalgic. Got that fragrance free. My uncle gave it to me. It's very good. So, unfortunately, I got to skip ahead again because I got way behind. Let's see. Ross, what's up, my man? Have you thought of trying anything for Fragrance Du Bois? I've thought of it. I just haven't made any efforts to do so. So I'm kind of on the cheap Middle Eastern kick right now because I was advised many, many times by you guys to go that route, check them out. And I'm kind of falling down the rabbit hole while still trying to get stuff I've been wanting to get from last year and years past and so on. Hence, getting Le Male Le Parfum, for example, getting the Le Beau fragrances. Like I want to still go that route. Meanwhile, there's a bunch of great niche coming out. There's some designers on the horizon I'm sure I'm going to want that are going to release this year. There's designers from last year I still haven't gotten, like Eros Parfum, that I want to get, but I'm really diving down this cheap Middle Eastern hole right now. Kind of been the focus. Wearing Ferragamo Uomo. It's nice. It is indeed. Yeah, Luna Rosa is a great soapy fragrance. It's literally right here. Arm's reach. Right here. This is my 50 ml. This is an all-time great if you like clean soapy. A little spicy, like a peppery smell, citrus. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Spawned a ton of flankers. Muco Cologne's not that easy to get anymore, though. That's the downside. What's your scent of the day? Heard of a brand called Bortnikov. Yes, I have. I see him on Instagram all the time. Moustache Eau de Parfum. Let me get it to focus. I would think usually when I angle them, they focus. It's this webcam, guys. Should focus. Come on. Oh, well, I give up. I'm not going to sit here and do this the whole time. I have 4 sprays of this on right now because I don't really like spraying my clothes unless it's a really fresh fragrance. So I got strategic 4 sprays, 2 on each side because I didn't want to spray the beanie either. But that's what I'm rocking with. Just landed my first fragrance collab with a brand. I'll be reaching out to send you a bottle. Interesting. Interesting. Who is it with? Very curious. Congratulations. Absolutely congratulations. That's the dream, right? To be able to make your own fragrance. Like Womo, you love Signature. I'm guessing you mean Womo Signature from Ferragamo. That is the best one, for sure. I haven't worn that in some time either. There was a stretch where I was heavy on that one. Why sell wine? Denser, more mature. Did not like the original, but I love the final edition. Noted. Lucky by Lucky brand. I don't even find it's that soapy. It's more fresh cut grass green to me than it is soapy. Oh, yeah, well, I answered you already. I was just so behind on the comments. I get behind really quick. The one gray, I did a review on that a couple of years ago. It's super underrated. That's almost within arm's reach, but I'm not going to keep grabbing. But Dolce & Gabbana, the one gray, literally smells like just a fresher daytime release version of the one. It shares the DNA. It's a true flanker. It's just the daytime version. Like if you like the one EDP, get the one gray and wear it during the day and wear the one EDP at night. Literally works that way, in my opinion. It's based off Cairo. It's really solid offerings. $84 for a bottle is not bad. No, that's definitely not bad, especially when we're talking quality fragrances. That's really cheap, actually. 9 a.m. dive. My wear to the gym this morning. It's pretty solid. Once it heats up, it projects well, but not overbearing. Solid. That's what I was expecting from it, and I'm happy to hear that. Thank you for coming back to me with that. I know I asked you yesterday to give me an update, and I appreciate the update. Because I'm waiting for a little bit warm, not really warmer weather, but not, 20 to 40 degrees with snow outside before I wear it, so it might be a little while because I am in Colorado Springs in the mountains where we're just now getting into our snow season. So it would pretty much just be around the house because I don't like wearing really fresh when it's really cold. I like wearing heavier stuff while I can, but thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. That's about what I expected from it, actually. Car Black from Latafa. I haven't tried that. Prada Luna Rosa. Definitely good stuff. All right, let me scroll down a little bit more. Happy New Year's. My birthday is next week on Friday. I'm excited to get a new bottle of Spice Bomb. Well, Gaming Mania, first and foremost. Love the name. Really love the avatar. That is a badass picture of a PS4 controller. That's badass. But I appreciate you being here. And if I don't get the opportunity to tell you next Friday, happy birthday ahead of time. I hope it's a good one. And you can't go wrong with Spice Bomb. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's reformulated. It's not what it used to be. Screw that. Spray that fragrance and enjoy it. That's an all-time great. Spice Bomb, the original. As much as I like Night Vision, EDP, and Infrared, they're kind of my 2 favorites. I go back and forth. If I could just keep one fragrance from that line, I'd keep the original. It's that groundbreaking and that good to me. So you enjoy that. I hope you enjoy that. Treat yourself for your birthday. Thanks so much for being here, man. You recommend something from Olympic Orchids? No. I know nothing about either of those, so I can't weigh in, unfortunately. Again, another brand I've never tried anything from. There's just so much out there, guys. So much out there. I try to dive into as much as I can. Okay, noted. More coffee forward, different experiences enough. Okay. So, why the hell not? Nobody on our roster is the answer right now. We screwed up our draft upcoming. We can't draft. We'd have to trade assets to draft a decent, prospect at quarterback. Sean Payton never could draft a fucking quarterback to save his life. When it came to drafting talent, that's his weakness. Because we never, ever, ever, ever had that guy where it's like, okay, when Drew retires, we might be okay here. That was never the case. I know he's talking about coming back. I don't think he's going to come back to us. I would love that, but I don't think he's coming back to us unless he can land a quarterback that wants to play in New Orleans, like the whole him and Brady coming as a package deal. I don't believe that. And Tom Brady is 46 years old. No, thank you. For as cool as it might sound, no, thank you. I'd rather get somebody younger, If we're going to go after a proven asset, I'd rather somebody a little bit younger than 46, No disrespect to Brady. Just, we don't need Brady. That's not what we need. That is not just a 1-year run. Maybe that's pass. As a fan, pass. But we need to draft something, man. We need to draft a real prospect because what's his face? Ian Book from Notre Dame, wasn't it? I had high hopes on Ian too. I really did. I thought he could be something, and he hasn't shown anything in the limited time we've been able to see stuff from him. Haven't tried that one. But I mean, back to answer your question, that's probably our best option, but it's not that great of an option at the same time. He's better as a flex player. He's a true flex player. If you play fantasy football in the flex position on redraft leagues, he's the human version of that position in fantasy. What's your thoughts on Paragon? Initio Paragon. I haven't tried it. I have not tried it. I heard it kind of smells like tobacco, signature tobacco. Yeah. Anybody want to answer that for him? I haven't tried either. I've heard Carved Oud's amazing though. I've heard a lot about that one. Regent Leather, I have not heard of, but Carved Oud, I've heard a lot of hype surrounding that one for sure. I see the one Luminous Night compared to Side Effect. That's interesting. I don't think so. It's kind of strange because Luminous Night's incense and dates, sweet, fruity, and smoky. Side Effect, not so much. Kind of surprised to hear it's more like boozy and spicy. You know, that's interesting. I don't find that to be the case personally. But I mean, to each their own. You know, you need to take for granted even more of a grain of salt and tread lightly with that crap than you do with reviewers on YouTube. Jesus Christ, some dumb shit happens on there. Let's see. How are the Middle Eastern houses able to make quality clones at such a low price? Because the oils in the Middle East are cheap. Cheap. First, reaching for the most. Rosh Hashalom. That's good stuff. I don't really have something to reach for the most. There's stuff I go back to more than others, but I have so many. I'm always trying to give good stuff a fair shake that I don't really go back to something over and over and over. Usually if it's over and over, it's spread over a certain amount of time for me. Now I have stretches for a week or two where I might wear something 5 or 6 times and then I get over that and I move on to something else, but nothing specific. Scent of the day, Joe Malone, Cypress and Grapevine. All right. I'm doing well. Glad you could stop by. Appreciate all 150 of you that are here right now. 129 likes. I like the ratio. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. But still, if you haven't liked this stream yet, please like this stream. 9 a.m. dive today. It's still pushing off my clothes 7 hours in. Thanks for the first impressions. Cheapy blue, that's high quality. I think it's one of the better cheap blues to come out in a while. Pride line. Okay. No, I haven't tried anything from that. I'm sure I will at some point soon. I've been trying a lot of Lattafa stuff lately. Happy Lands Cravat Noir. I haven't wore that in a long time. Maybe I should do a side-by-side. Never tried it, so I can't weigh in. Saints are going to have, I hope not. I wouldn't mind having Sean Payton back, but I'm good on Brady. Pass. Everyone needs Brady. Bullshit. No, I have not. The bottle looks cool, though. That red glass and everything. Bottle looks cool. Florida Society. Shout outs to Juan. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Don't worry, Ross. The Eagles will make good use of your first round pick. Exactly. So we screwed all of that shit up. It's time for the coaching staff to go. It's probably time for Mickey Loomis to go. But at the same time, then Gail Benson's going to sell us and we're all going to want her head on a stick. So you never know. But I appreciate the $5 super chat, Juan. I actually did a shameless plug for fatboyfragrance.com earlier. I don't know if you saw it. It was 30 minutes ago. A little while ago. I read the Luminous Night side effect comparison too. I don't find that to be that close, honestly. But again, my opinion, Carved Oud is like oud wood. That's what I've heard. I heard it's really good rendition. With the Eagles' early playoff exit, Now I have plenty of time to prepare for the draft. So what I was telling Juan the other day, I'm like, man, temper your expectations because they had too good of a season. Temper your expectations for the playoffs so you won't be as let down if they go out early. You know? All right, let's see. Any fragrances you wish you had more performance? Not really, because I just kind of take them as they are and spray accordingly. It doesn't really bother me. Sometimes I wish they would last a little bit longer on certain ones, but I find uses for everything. Weak stuff, average stuff, and strong stuff. I have uses for them. As long as it smells good to me, that's the main thing that's important. I'll spray more or I'll keep it with me. You know, it doesn't really bother me all that much. Fragrances. You should try some Roberto Ugolini. Is that how you say that? Ugolini? Samples there are solid. Hit the like button for this guy. That's what I'm talking about. Gaming Mania says, which Bentley fragrance would you suggest to start with? Kind of new to the fragrance world. So something like Bentley for Men Azure is a nice one to start with because it's pretty mass appealing. It's fresh and fruity. It's a little zesty, fresh, spicy, clean and musky, and aquatic. And you can get it for sub $30 still. And it doesn't smell like a $25, $30 fragrance. That's still a really good one. I still stand behind that. Even though I don't wear it that much, it's a really good, safe play from them. It's safe, and it smells great. And performance is decent. It's like a 6 or 7 hour fragrance on my skin. Granted, my bottle's a few years old, but everybody says everything gets reformulated the second you get a new bottle. So let's see. If you want beast mode fragrance, check out an Italian brand called Orto Parisi. I've heard of them. Founder of Nasamato. $5 super chat. Just got paid today. Should I pick up Evening Mystique, Second Soul, or both? I mean, that comes down to which one speaks to you the most. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and knock my boy's fragrance because Second Soul is great, but I mean, I highly doubt you'll be disappointed with this. I highly, highly doubt you'll be disappointed. If anything about it sounds good to you, as far as the incense and the resins, if you like stuff like that, it's very herbaceous in the top, aromatic and spicy. And then it starts to get into a light iris. Iris isn't the feature note this time around. It's a supporting note. It's more about the incense and the resins. It's a beautiful fragrance. I've heard a lot of people say it's something that could be in Amouage's library, which was kind of what I was going for here. So if any of that sounds good, I mean, go for it. If you want more fresh and aromatic in the top that starts to settle into a boozy, it's a rum on the rocks note is actually what's in Second Soul. It's very boozy, which helps with some of the freshness with the rum on the rocks accord that they created. And then it settles into this smoky, lightly earthy tobacco. It's not really much of a tobacco fragrance. So when you see tobacco, don't think, oh God, this is a great tobacco. It's a supporting note, the tobacco, but you do pick it up. It's a little earthy, but it's mainly for me about this musky suede and smoke accord as it gets into the dry down. So depending on which one of those sounds good to you, if you're just going to get one, that's my take on the two. Or if they both sound great, I mean, you can always get both. Link trees at the top. The very first link when you click that link tree is to go to the Zed Creators Collection. So, but I appreciate the super chat. Seriously. That's the great thing about being an Eagles fan living in Alabama. I'll always have Alabama. There you go. Aromatics was just mentioning alternative to that means good. Yeah. Crafted oud. Yeah, he's told me about that one when we've talked. Let's see. Just got my bottle of signature tobacco, and it's a banger. Yes, it is. Can't wait for leather tobacco. Do you find the plum is more pronounced? So at the top, you're going to smell the plum, but it's not overwhelming because there's so much dark, rich birch tar that makes this super dark, smoky tone. A lot of earthiness, a lot of spice, and a lot of kind of rawhide leather because there's a lot going on. It's very, very in your face in the first hour. This stuff is crazy freaking strong, especially in the first hour. It's a lot, even with a minimal amount of sprays. It is a lot. So if you're looking for a monster, that's the one. But it's not some sweet fragrance. It's uber masculine. Even though you get a lot of plum up top, because of everything else going on, it kind of masks some of that, a lot of that sweetness. Like really, I'm thankful for the plum because it would just be too rough, rugged, and masculine. Yes, I said too rough, rugged, and masculine. If it wasn't for that plum to kind of balance some of it out. But it's fantastic. Everybody's going to rave about this fragrance. Watch, mark my words. People are going to rave about this fragrance. Winter, summer, and clubbing dates for a guy in his 20s. This could also be a video idea. So maybe a video, but that's 3 separate videos. And as far as clubbing, I don't club, so I don't do club videos. So it has to be relatable to me for me to do a video. So just keep that in mind. I don't know if you're newer to the channel. I appreciate you if you are. If you've been around for a long time, maybe I haven't explained this before. I don't think I necessarily have, but anytime I make a list, anything, a topic of any kind, it's got to be relatable to me in some way for me to want to do it. You know, I got to make everything personal to me. That's where the passion and the joy comes from with doing this stuff. So as far as something clubbing for a young guy, irrelevant in my world. You know what I mean? Now, would I recommend certain things for a younger gentleman? Sure. But specifically to go to a club, fist pumping and trying to pull women, that's way behind. Those days are way, not fist pumping I was never to do, but I'm making a joke when I say that. But as far as, you know, being in my early 20s, trying to pick up women in the bars and the clubs and all that, those days are long behind me. So I can't really weigh in on that. But as far as winter and summer, I can definitely do some videos on that for sure. I appreciate you asking, and I appreciate you being here. I like Zaharoff. Not sure what that is. Seen a ton of commercials for Vivado's fashion lately. Hoping they drop some new frags this year. Heard anything? I haven't heard anything. They dropped a few last year, though. XX Artisan, XX Indigo. I think those are the only 2. Could be wrong, but I know of those 2 for sure. Let's see. Niners are the class of the NFC. Niners on 9-game heater. They have to win 14 games. Look, even with Purdy at quarterback, they got a shot because the team's so well built. Like, you can literally plug and play a game manager in there, and they probably could potentially make the Super Bowl here. Light Blue Forever EDP thoughts. Fantastic sour grapefruit, slightly sour grapefruit. It's all about the grapefruits. Believable for being a designer Dolce & Gabbana. It's believable. I do like Italian Love a little bit more, which I have Light Blue Forever literally right here. Light Blue Forever. Just have a little bit left. And I have a decant of Italian Love as well. It's funny that we bring up John Varvatos. Here's XX Artisan. Got a decant with a lot. I haven't really spent any time with it. But it's really good. It got a ton of hype last year. Ton of hype. And it's justified. It's justified. Honestly, Evening Mystique and Immortals are the best 2 of the Zeds. Now, Joseph, that is your opinion, though. You have to remember that. That is your opinion, because not everybody feels that way, you know. There's a lot of people that Second Soul speaks to them the most. And to be honest with you, Second Soul, I like just as much as mine, for sure. It's something I would like to wear daily, more so than even my own. My own is geared more towards the evening, and I think Second Soul complements it as a great daytime scent. But of course, Second Soul either can be worn daytime or nighttime. They're both dark fragrances, though. They're on the darker side. So if you're looking for super fresh, those aren't the fragrances. Definitely not super fresh. Evening Mystique is wonderful. It's great. My wife likes it a lot. I would get a full bottle if you can. Appreciate the cosign. Siren is my favorite of all the Zeds. And the crazy thing is, of the Immortals is better than the Siren, according to 95% of the people that have smelled it. So proof right there. Everybody's got different tastes, you know. Roll Tide Roll. Jesus Christ. What's going on, man? Immortals gets a little cloying with the salt. Never thought that would happen, but there it is. So for me, I get the booze and the spice at the top, but the coconut and jasmine start to take over, and it starts to get pretty feminine on my skin. I do really enjoy it, though. I haven't worn it in a little while. It's been several weeks since I wore that or Second Soul. I wore Evening Mystique last week. Obviously, I'm going to wear mine the most.
You've got mail.
Is this actually a text this time? This is actually a text. So, you know, you can always click the link if you're watching, because I did send you the link. Or maybe he's talking about something else. I don't know. That was George, by the way. Fanny Flames, Raja Oceania, Nisho Rehab, Uden Overdose, Cosmorati 1888, and Italica. Excited to break into these nights. That is a serious asshole. Jesus Christ. So maybe he'll come on. Your thoughts on Gentlemen Only? There was a stretch when I used to wear that one a lot. When I worked at Mercedes, I used to wear that one a lot. It goes great with a suit and tie daily wear. That's good stuff. It really is. Ross, one fragrance I bought from your suggestions was Bentley Silver Lake. Yes. Oh, you don't have to thank me, man. I mean, you might as well thank me later. I know I'll close my videos with that. Man, I'm glad you like it. I haven't worn that one in a while. I need to pull that one back out. I think I wore it maybe once this past year. Again, the downside to having so many, some really good stuff kind of sits more than it should. Chance you pick up Armaf Odyssey, an Iris Lover. I hope you review it. It's only like $25. I may. Oh, 100% Evening Mystique for me. 100%. It's more my style than leather tobacco is even. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I made it. It's the other side of my personality, the business professional from Business Over Pleasure and the brash and attention seeker in Evening Mystique. That's the two sides of my personality. Of course, I'm going with the one I created basically for myself. You know, that's me. A lot of people weren't expecting Evening Mystique from me, but if you pay attention to the story, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. So yeah, I would definitely go Evening Mystique for sure. Currently my favorite fragrance. I love everything about it. There you go. See, everybody's got different flavors. Backup bottle of EM and of the Immortals. I appreciate you, Joseph. I greatly appreciate you. Bentley Silver Lake is legit. I've smelled both. It's about 80-90%. Yeah, I have a literally. It's right here. Big decant of Essenza. It's pretty damn close. It is pretty damn close. You don't need a Senza if you have it. What's your thoughts on Paco Rabanne XS? I've never tried it, believe it or not. Are there any designer flankers you're hoping to see? Yes, I need a new Spice Bomb. And I'd like to see Bleu de Chanel Elixir. I need a new Spice Bomb, and I need Bleu de Chanel Elixir. Come on, Chanel. Give me that. I need it. Sorry, guys. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were live. Well, that's because you didn't check the group chat with me, you, and Justin, because I put the link in there. And I said, I already know, Justin. I know you're busy, but I'm putting it here anyway, in case you want to come say hi. So, because I always send the link to Justin and George. I don't go live without letting them know I'm going live before. It's my two best friends. So, and they have relevant conversation for any topic on this fragrance channel, because it's different perspectives from a peer and from a brand owner. So it's always nice. It's rare that the three of us get together on a live. It's happened. We did it for the Citrine launch here on this channel. Let's see. Just ordered 51 bottles to start the new year. Jesus Christ. 51 bottles. Man, you went on a spending spree. Killian Liqueurs, not sure if legit, called Blue Moon Blue Juice. I did see a post about that one. I don't know if that's real or not. I saw one post, I want to say it was on IG, about that. Let's see. Let me scroll down. God, I'm so far behind. Sorry, I got to skip some comments, guys, but 160 likes. We actually have more likes than current viewers, 151 viewers, but 160 likes. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much. Seriously. Love and Evening Mystique. You have surpassed yourself with this one. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. I'm very, very proud of Evening Mystique. You know, very, very proud of this fragrance. I guess we'll spray my other hand. Just a little bit on the knuckle. That's plenty. Oh, man. God, it's so good. And there she is. Evening Mystique. Of course, at least this one focuses right away. Maybe it's because it's not super reflective. It focuses right away. This is my baby. Thank you to everybody that has purchased it and owns it. Anybody that has gotten a decant and tried it. Anybody that's eager to get their hands on it. So much spice at the top. The coriander really pops. The juniper provides this bright aromatic feel without being a gin hit. I know some people don't like the gin heavy juniper smell. This is not gin heavy. Definitely some good stuff. Happy New Year's from you as well. Let's see. Also, if you could partner with another niche or designer brand to release a fragrance, what would it be, excluding Zaharoff? I'm not going to. I'm not interested because no other brand, and I can say this confidently, will allow what George Zaharoff allows. Until I see somebody do it, I won't believe it. I can't believe that man invests the money he invests and literally says, go have fun. Let me know when you're done. That's what happens with creating the actual juice with the perfumer. And then when it comes time to do the packaging, it's a collaborative effort. And his talents are unmatched. When you tell him the story, the scent profile, what you're trying to accomplish, things like this come from it. Things like this come from the mind of George Zaharoff and the velvet and everything. So I'm sorry. I'm spoiled. I have no problem saying that on camera. And a brand's going to have to prove it to me that they're willing to give that level of freedom before I would ever. And I'm not saying anybody's beating down the door to do it with me, but I've had a first-class experience, and I don't want to step down. It would have to be parallel or better, which I can't imagine how much it would get better. I can't imagine that, but I mean, teach their own. Great question. I appreciate you asking, but that's where I'm at with it. Bond number 9's on you to buy. Actually, no. I actually don't have the desire to explore the house further. There's a bunch of them out there that's kind of like, if I ever get to smell them, I get to smell them, but I'm not actively seeking out decants and stuff like that. For 2023, Reaper is going to change his name to the Cocktail Reaper. That's an interesting take. And then we have a Fireback RXL Pour Homme Lightweight. Glad to see you enjoyed the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. There you go. So the back and forth continues between the two of them. Whoop, wrong group. All righty. So we're a little over an hour. I'm probably going to shut this down in a little bit. I'll do a few more minutes, take a few more questions, and then I'll head out because you guys know I don't like to do too much more than an hour. Shout outs to Juju. Dedrick, what's going on, big dog? What's up, my man? Hope all is well. Evening Mystique has me seriously occupied. Outstanding job, bro. Appreciate you, Dedrick. Thank you so much. Anybody that hasn't checked out Dedrick's channel, it's literally his name that you see on screen. Go check out Dedrick's channel. Some great content. Great guy. What's your favorite niche brand aside from Zaharoff? Looking to Amouage. I want to dive into Amouage more. That is for certain. Joe says just got in the mail. Lab vacuum pump. Super happy. Going to be able to make more absolutes, especially after I have 2 SL. So, okay. 10-4. Big Saints fan myself. Shout outs to you. Who dat, Mike? I know you dabbled in genre parfums, but I wish you would try their Apple and Aces. Maybe I will one day. You never know. $5 super chat. I think in one of Neeb's lives, George said there wouldn't be a Z 3.0. Are you going to change his mind? There's not going to be. There's no plans. It's not in the works. If that was to happen, and it's a big if, we've had many conversations, trust me, it would be a few years from now if it was to happen, because the focus is Europe this year for Zaharoff, and hopefully the leather goods are going to come out. Spirits are still in the works. I can't give too much info on that. George has a lot going on. He really does. So, there's no plans for 3.0. Not anytime soon. If, like I said, if it does happen, it's a few years down the line. We're probably looking at best, seriously at best, 2025. At best. If it happens, that's probably the earliest it would. And that's no bullshit. I'm being straight up with you guys. No, I have not. But thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way. Where can I buy your fragrance, big dog? I appreciate it. Well, Jesse, if you see that link at the very top that I pinned at the top of the chat, if you click that, the first link when it brings you to my link tree is to go straight to the Zed Creators Collection page, and you can purchase it right there. I appreciate the love and the support, and I hope you really enjoy it because it's fan-damn-tastic. It has gotten a bunch of praise. People seem to really be enjoying it. I'm thrilled for that. I was very confident that people would enjoy it because it's, I say this as humbly as I can. It's a damn banger. It's a banger. It's a great, great fragrance. And if you do purchase it, I hope you absolutely love it and see the value in what you paid for, because there's a lot of value in these fragrances. That was our goal. provide as much value as we could. Believe it or not, I've never tried any of the Armani Privé fragrances. Not even one. Not even one. Never have. Do you mean Urban Man Elixir? And I wouldn't know because I've never tried it. My pleasure, Dedrick. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Reaper. I drank it on camera. That way you can see what it's like to drink without... I love Rick. To drink it without adding water. God, Rick. Rick stays cracking me up. Don't know if it's been asked already, but if I only get one... Oh, Parfum. Bleu de Chanel, for me, it's the Parfum. I love the way it smells. Now, if you want something louder, the EDP would be the way to go. But the best smelling one to me is the Parfum. It's a warm wood smell with this zesty lemon at the top. It's a lot of woods. It's cashmere wood. It's Isoe Super, but it's not as much of a bomb of Isoe Super as Dior Homme 2020, which is what's on this hand. Yeah, it's getting more synthetic as it dries. And it's sandalwood, I believe. I want to say there's cedar in there as well. It's a lot of woods, and it's kind of warm and cozy. It's beautiful. It's the most refined take. That's why I say I need Bleu de Chanel Elixir Chanel, because the Parfum, they literally got better every time. Which with Sauvage, some people like the new one, some people don't as they go along the chain. Whereas with Bleu de Chanel, it literally got better and better. EDT was really good. Great. Critically acclaimed. EDP, better. Parfum, better. That's my opinion, but that's kind of been the consensus. You're either an EDP guy or a Parfum guy is kind of what I've seen. It depends on the personality, but the most versatile is going to be the EDP. You get the longevity, and it's a little bit louder than the Parfum, but the scent alone, Parfum. My opinion, of course. Ever tested King Filthy Rich of Dubai? Again, no. No, I have not, sir. With a good shave. Absolutely. Especially if you have the Happy Land Barbershop shave set from Strike Gold Shave. That's a great experience. Be able to shave with and spray the fragrance after. No, I have not. Europe, finally. Okay. I don't know what that means. How long is the process coming up with your fragrance brief? So I did not do a brief for Evening Mystique. I just talked to Claude. I just had a couple of conversations. I knew what I wanted to do right away when I got the green light. Before we technically even got the green light, when George said he was thinking about us doing it again, I reached out to Claude and we talked about what I'd like to do. I did a brief for Business Over Pleasure. I did not do a brief on Evening Mystique. Like I said, I just had a few conversations with Claude. This was 100% done over the phone through conversation. For me, Le Male Le Parfum's my favorite from Jean-Paul Gaultier. That's my current favorite from them. I don't want to dive in a niche because I know myself I'll end up being broker than I already am. It's its own rabbit hole, just like the Middle Eastern stuff is. Poor Reaper gives to the community. Glad you enjoyed it. There we go. I hope he chooses down the line, but can tell you his run took a lot more to pull it off. Let's see. RXL, I smell Juju George, on average, Duncan, and all the crew in here. Have a great new year. Juan and all the others. I showed up to the stream. Have an amazing year, chat. Stay safe. Congrats, Ross. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. It was good to see you. Yeah, drop a 69. Anybody in the Mafia, by all means, drop a 69. Men Zaharoff hopefully coming to Europe. Yeah, he's got an office in France. Citrine is going to be exclusive to the European market. When the North American stock runs out, that's going to be it. That's the plan. Eau Givray, I smelled one time on a test strip and was captivated. It was in a blind smelling rate with Justin and Andrea. It was on Justin's channel, and that's the one for me. That's the Terre d'Hermès I could see myself getting a bottle and enjoying. That's the one. I've never been a fan of any of the other ones. It's not something that jives on my skin, the specific vetiver that they use. But Eau Givray, that's the one for me. That one's really, really good. Shout outs to Raph, Dan and Malik. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate all of you being here. Seriously, thank you so much. 3 days in a row of a big crowd. And I greatly appreciate you guys. Seriously, I love doing this, just chopping it up with you guys. This is my favorite format as far as live streams. Don't get me wrong, I like having people on to chop it up with, but I like to focus on you guys more because without you guys, this channel's nothing. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out today's video, which is the Alhambra Tobacco review. I'm not sure what video will be coming out tomorrow. Got a few different things I'm debating on working on, but I greatly appreciate you guys. Let me answer the super chat real quick. Mano Fresh, Savage EDT, and Explorer in the rotation for me. Well, Trevor, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you so much. And guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Like I said, make sure to check out the last couple of days of videos if you haven't yet. Y'all have a good one.